Hey everyone, well this week we are celebrating all of the ways that New Mexico is leading the way. And today we want to talk about the protection and the stewardship of our natural resources, because New Mexico is a place where our people have a deep reverence for land, for water, and for the places that are important to our cultures and where our people have lived for countless generations. And it is for this reason that New Mexico is leading in so many ways in the clean energy transition, in climate resilience, in the protection of our public lands, and the fight to protect our sacred waters. And it's also why I've spent my entire career working at the nexus between science and policy and education and serving our communities to ensure that we are charting a more sustainable path forward for our communities. And some of the ways that New Mexico is leading is that we are already one of the states that is leading on the energy and climate transition. When our current governor took office, she signed as one of her first executive orders to help make New Mexico a climate resilient place by standing up new efforts to support our communities during this time of change and helping to set a course for the transition to a renewable energy economy. And over the last several years, as your member of Congress, I have been so proud to champion these efforts at the federal level, helping to pass the largest climate and clean energy bill in the history of the United States with the Inflation Reduction Act, helping to bring home millions of dollars to build new clean energy manufacturing jobs here in New Mexico, helping to support our communities with climate resilience and drought grants across the state, and bringing home millions of dollars to help our communities build water pipelines, to help support sustainable agriculture, and in the effort to try to shape a more sustainable and climate resilient future for our communities. During my time in the legislature, I helped pass the very first grid modernization bill here in New Mexico, which passed with bipartisan support in both chambers, and passed the Water Data Act at the state level, which passed unanimously in both chambers with support from a broad swath of stakeholders across New Mexico. At the national level, we are working to get water rights settlements passed for our tribes, to fight to protect our public lands and waters, to ensure that we protect our investments in our clean energy economy, and that we are charting a more sustainable future, not only for New Mexico, but for the country and for the planet. And that is why not only am I helping to lead on climate and clean energy legislation, why I will be traveling as part of a COP delegation in Congress to the UN this year to represent the United States in our efforts to preserve our international climate commitments. All of these are part of the work I do, not only on behalf of New Mexico, but our work to fight for the future of our communities and our planet. And so, New Mexico is leading the way.